So today there's a bit of a different perspective. I'm not flying, but I want to tell you how you get away from GAP, like as in finding thermals and going to higher mountains. Below you can see the airfield, and then if you move slightly to the right, then you can see this mountain there, and the tow plane will tow you behind that mountain. You are, depending on the tow plane you have, either 235 or 180 horsepower. You hope you get the 235 horsepower one. You'll more or less climb the ridge in tow. And then if you're really optimistic, you cut the rope there, but usually you don't. So you continue this way, and you can see this new mountain showing up. It's the Ceuzet or Petite Ceuse. And usually at around 11 or 12 when we take off here, on the southwest side, you have the wind coming into this thing, and that releases thermals. And so you can climb there up to 2,200, 2,300, maybe 2,400. Day before yesterday, I had to battle between this mountain and the next one coming up, the Ceuse or big Ceuse. Like this one is the small one, this one is the big one. And so if you can make it up to 2-3, 2-4, then you can fly over here and essentially do the same thing again. Either it works on the southwest side, which is like behind the mountain from our perspective here, or you can fly to this clearly visible gray ridge and try to find lift there, because at the time we take off, the sun usually shines into this ridge. You usually get thermals, and then you can climb up to whatever, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9. And then you go one further, and in the very far you can see the Pic de Bure, and that mountain is 2,400, 2,500 meters high, and you can already see the first cloud above it. And there you can, and depending on how high you get here, you fly over there, and then you arrive there in 2.6, 2.5, and then you can fly to this clearly visible ridge on the left, like here, this left side next to that tree in the foreground. And there you can usually make it up to 2.7, 2.8, 2.9. And then from there you basically can decide. So the path from here to over there is almost predefined. And then here you can then maybe jump into the Écrin by crossing Route Napoleon, or you can go north towards Grenoble or stuff like that. So there is one other departure route, if you will. Again, we're looking at Gap, and you can see this mountain ridge in the background. It's the Maloppe. And the other kind of departure strategy is that the tow plane tows you onto the south side of that guy, and then you essentially make it up to 4 to 5, and then you can either fly along that ridge, or you go like behind the ridge. You can't see that from here, to the like next ridge, and there you usually have the first clouds. The Maloppe is usually still blue, and then you jump over there, going to the what we call the parcours, which is, you might be able to see it, these mountains showing up in the very background, and then from there you can have all the options. All right, so that was a quick overview over the, if you will, departure strategies from